Hello and welcome to IrishRacing.com for another edition of Emma's Eyecatchers. Going to run through some of my favourite performances from the past week of action. Plenty to talk about this week, I suppose. Big performances, Cheltenham, Doncaster, and in Ireland as well. Don't think it's too hard to pick out the best winning performance for me. No question, it was Sergino in that JCB Triumph Hurdle Trial. Um, Burdett Road, I suppose, coming into it was the real fancied one for the juvenile hurdle in Cheltenham, but Sergino looks like a totally different beast altogether. I suppose, like in the parade ring beforehand, you were kind of questioning, and you saw Sergino, he's a big kind of chasing type of horse. You were saying, Burdett Road rated over 100 on the flat. Will he be too sharp for this fella? But you can see now why Nicky Henderson was raving so much about this horse. He looks like, talent could be absolutely limitless. And like looking at him, probably an Arkle horse next year, more so than maybe a champion hurdler like you'd expect for some juveniles going forward. But yeah, look, it's very hard to see a real challenger for him emerging for the Triumph. It'll have to be something very, very special. There's a grade one juvenile at the DRF now on Saturday, so we'll know more then. But yeah, I'd find it very, very hard to see an opposition for Sergino at this point in time. He could be something really special, I would say. Quick word for Lassie Mouth, she was brilliant, obviously. Maybe she'll be a real champion hurdle contender next year when she has that mare's hurdle under her belt. That's probably the logical decision for her. But yeah, real talented mare. Maybe another Annie Power for the Rich Richie team. Going to mention an eye-catching loser then as well from the week, maybe on a totally different scale to the ones I've been talking about. Palomon for Paul Nolan. I thought he was eye-catching on Sunday when he ran on behind Nadawi, who was Boodles bound for Gordon Elliott. I just thought this horse, he was a winner on the flat in York for Richard Hannon in the summer, changed to Paul Nolan since. And I think he's maybe been a bit eye-catching on his last two runs, to be honest. Sunday he ran on well into third without maybe being overly exerted. He probably has handicap aspirations coming up. That was his third one over hurdles now. Even the time before that, he was behind Lark in the morning in Punchestown, I think it was. Finished eighth, but there was a few kind of decent horses in that. Sorry, he was behind Highwind. Lark in the morning was third, who was a fancy for the Boodles. So, look, he's been running against good opposition. I'd imagine if he gets a nice handicap mark there, he'd be well able of picking up a nice little race for Paul Nolan. So, yeah, one for the tracker there, I'd say. Looking forward to the weekend, then I was kind of looking forward to seeing Corbett's Cross. Unfortunately, hasn't been declared for the City Oils in Sandown. But a real eye catcher in the entries, I think, was Majbur in that. I'm talking about juvenile hurdlers all day, but he's in the grade one juvenile hurdle on Saturday. He was given to me by Willie Mullins as a dark horse to follow in our stable tour there a couple of months ago. Hasn't been even entered anywhere, I think, since. So this is his first run in a grade one juvenile. So that will kind of show how much they think of him. Mark Walsh takes the ride. It'll be interesting to see just how he gets on. We're still around 14 to 16 to 1 for the Triumph Hurdle. So yeah, he'll be an interesting one. See, does he fulfill that potential that Willie obviously saw early on this season? So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on him. I've been kind of having a look for anti-post bets then. To be honest, it's getting harder as it goes along. But I suppose Allaho being taken out of the Ryanair blew that market wide open. And at this point in time, I find it very hard to see anything beating Bambridge in that race. Look, he loves the hill in Cheltenham. The ground is the only question. Obviously taken out last year when it got a bit soft. But he looks like the right profile for a race like this, up and coming. He's uncomplicated. He jumps for fun. Grade one winner. He was very good last time. He's been boosted to 3 to 1 for the next 24 hours by Boyles, which is the best price in the market at the moment. And like at this point in time, like if you're looking at that division, it looks weak, and he could maybe be the answer to it. But yeah, anti-post isn't easy at the moment. So if there's anything you kind of fancy anti-post, maybe eye catchers from the week that I might have missed out on, let me know in the comments. Looking forward to Dublin Racing Festival. Maybe let me know any nice bets you might have in the comments. I'll be back tomorrow with JJ Slevin to preview the full weekend and talk through his rides, including fast or slow, obviously, which is an exciting one in the big clash with Galopin Deschamps. So if you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.